Hello. Today we will be discussing picture exchange communication system, or what is often referred to as PECS. PECS is an approach, it's a modified applied behavioral analysis program that is designed for early nonverbal symbolic communication training. It is not a program designed to teach speech, so a lot of that's often a misconception. Although sometimes children or other learners will spontaneously emit speech, it's not designed to do that. Um, so this actual PECS program, you do require professional training. Often it is a 2-day program where you learn exactly how to use this. And often what does happen is a lot of people will be using a picture exchange communication system, and they'll be referring to it as PECS. However, it's not PECS unless you've been through the training and you have all that knowledge behind you to be considered someone who's trained to implement PECS. So in order to use PECS, the candidates do have to have some kind of qualifications, some skills, some prerequisite skills that make them suitable to learn the PECS. So, for example, PECS can be used for any age. So age is not a qualifier. You can use it on a young 4-year-old kid that's just been diagnosed with ASD, or you can use it on a 55-year-old with a cognitive impairment. And as long as they meet the other requirements, then it's fine. So here is an example of PECS before I go any further. So this is very basic. It says I want, and then it has some preferred activities that the child wants, that so they can request this. So some of the requirements are that the person should be an intentional communicator. This means that the learner is aware of the need to communicate to somebody else. So even if it's limited, so even if the child or adult drags people across the room, grabs your hand, takes you to what they need, then they would be considered an intentional communicator. Second, they should have some personal preferences. So by that what that means is that they have had a preference assessment, and you can pinpoint what kind of preferred items or things that they constantly request or use. Third, they are it's not a discriminate. It's not a something that will be ruled against them, but they should be able to discriminate between pictures, just to increase the learning process. And last, it is primarily used with nonverbals, but it could use with people that have some unintelligible speech.